Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video right now, Xbox is under a lot of well, I don't want to say scrutiny, but a lot of people are very confused right now when it comes to the Xbox and the Xbox ecosystem. Right now, there is a really big game that got announced, and I'm sure you guys maybe heard about it, called Blade, where a lot of folks really weren't sure if this was supposed to be a PlayStation 5, playable on Xbox exclusive and everything else, and right now it seems like Bethesda's being very sneaky on all of this. But as well, a lot of folks are now kind of clamoring and saying that right now, Xbox actually did go get a nice win in the industry side when it comes to games that they're announcing, talking about. And although there was a little bit of drama when it came to Xbox, I would actually probably say I'd probably go and agree. So we're going to talk about this, talk about some drama, talk about all this nice little fun stuff in another video after this one's all up on the channel if you guys are bored. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, or swing by the Twitch and follow up the Twitter. We have the PS5 giveaway going on, so subscribe or follow up Twitter for that. And let's dive on into the video itself. First and foremost, I think a lot of folks are very curious on what we like to go and call Blade. Now, if you guys did not have a chance to go and see the nice little Game of the Year's award, basically Blade trailer is now kind of come out, and it was looking pretty sick. I'm not sure if I could fully go and show this up on my YouTube video so I don't get copyright claimed. I'll mute it for audio-wise, but there's a really sick looking trailer. If you guys remember this one or saw this one. And this was a dope looking trailer. This was looking sick. Another superhero game. And right now, it does kind of seem like Xbox needs something in that normie directory. Now, I'm going to use normie in the sense of, say, like Spider-Man. I don't think it's bad. I love me some good old Spider-Man. But right now, Xbox doesn't really have that, mainstream appeal game. Halo used to be that. Something like a Forza is very, okay. Something like a Fable RPG, it's not bad, it's okay. Even Starfield was good to hit mainstream, but it wasn't amazing. It wasn't like that top tier. It wasn't like that game where everyone's like, oh my god, it's literally Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my mom knows Spider-Man. Does my mom know Halo? Maybe, but probably not. Does your grandma know Halo? Maybe, but probably not. Does your grandma know Spider-Man? Yes. Without a doubt, yes. So when it comes to this one, we actually never had that counteractive thing, and it seems like Blade might be the game that is. Now, Blade, this game was looking sick. Blade basically is I have no idea what they're going to be pushing for the game itself, but I do believe this is a somewhat iconic character. I've heard of Blade before. I'm not the biggest Marvel guy myself, besides, the main set guys. But, I kind of go and hear around stuff around the, around the day and age. But basically, this looks sick. This looks cool. This looks like something that I want to play, and I'm intrigued to go and see what's going to happen, because this trailer is looking sick. And right now, it does seem like it's meant to be an Xbox exclusive. Now, this has not been 100% confirmed. But when you guys saw the initial trailer over here, we never really saw something where it's oh, hey, cool, here's PlayStation logo or whatever. If you guys do note, though, Bethesda is fully owned right now by Xbox. Xbox owns Bethesda. So why would Arcane Studios be working on a Marvel game in combination with, all this, if it was not a Xbox exclusive? Think about, they literally spent $10 billion on the studio. They're not going to go and probably most likely have it non-exclusive. And that's kind of the sketchy thing, because people are assuming it is. I'm okay if it is. I don't mind if it is an exclusive game that's in the works. I think Xbox deserves it. I'm cool with that. But one bigger thing to note is that no one really knows what's going on. So no one seems to know if Arcane's Blade game is Xbox exclusive or not. One of the bigger surprises at last night's Game of the Year awards was the reveal of Arcane's next game, which is not a Dishonored 3, which I kind of wish it was. I kind of thought it was when I first saw it. But another dip back into Vampire's post Redfall. However ill-advised that may seem, rather Arcane is making a Blade game, a surprisingly licensed Marvel offering that was shown in an action-free spot. And they also learned this game is meant to be a third person, not first person like most Arcane past games, but one thing we did not learn really if it was an Xbox exclusive or not. Now, everyone else in the industry, myself included, are probably assuming this is probably going to be an Xbox exclusive. Arcane just released Redfall this year, an Xbox exclusive. They had also, don't forget, all other various Bethesda games are probably going to be exclusives in the future too as well. So I think it makes a lot of sense with the ZeniMax deal. So there's a big reason why, because there could have maybe been more antitrust scrutiny. So think about the Activision deal going on, where they don't want to be hey, you have this huge cool Marvel game now with Marvel partnerships, and you're going to have this big exclusive game, while at the same exact time you are arguing that you don't have cool exclusives like Spider-Man or God of War, which I can understand Xbox's take on this. I can totally get that. But as well, it's kind of crazy to think that, well, no one really knows if it's exclusive or not. I probably am going to assume it is. It's going to be on Game Pass. I have PC. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with it. Xbox does deserve some exclusives. I want more good games from them. I don't want more Redfall. I want those good games. You know what I mean? But it does kind of seem like this might be a really big partnership too as well, because this is nice. Because Sony fully owns Spider-Man, which is why a Spider-Man game on that makes sense. But right now with Microsoft, we're not really sure how their their deal is and how they are and how they're friendly and how executives are as well. So it seems like like a tall order for Disney to license a game and then have that be restricted to specific console ecosystems, rather than spread across all the available platforms too, and as well with an actual Blade movie coming up, and make a lot of sense to have everyone on every platform, like PC, PS5, and Xbox all at once. They also think about the licensing too as well, or basically also have the Wolverine. So there's a few little exclusives that we're not really sure, because we're not sure like how the Marvel connection is. Like in theory, if I was Marvel, I'd want my games on every platform. I'd want like a Spider-Man game. I know Sony owns it, but if I want a Spider-Man game on every platform, I'd want that. If I could have a Blade game on every platform, I want that. I could have a Black Panther game on every game, I want that. That's kind of what I'm looking for at the end of the day. So I'm intrigued on this either way. And, well, yeah. That's why sometimes third-party publishers such as like an EA might have exclusive rights towards some stuff, think like Star Wars, because it's a lot more harder to have that with pure Sony or pure Xbox. You almost want to have that like third-party kind of roped on in to be like, hey, like we're EA, we can have like, we have good connections on both Xbox and PlayStation, we can make this on up. So regardless, it either spend a lot of money to get the Blade exclusivity, or they have a back deal contract, or it might show up on other platforms, but a lot of folks right now are assuming it's going to be on Xbox as an exclusive. But as well, a lot of folks are talking about how basically Xbox literally won the Game of the Year awards. And I wonder why I say I'd probably agree. Now, there was a few kind of cool games, if you guys saw. I wasn't sure if you guys wanted a video on that or not, but there's a few cool PlayStation updates going on. Maybe I'll just wait for the God of War deal when that actually happens. But basically right now, God of War has a cool DLC coming. We have like a few other little various PlayStation things, nothing super big, but they have a little bit more of a showcase on like Hellblade for Xbox. They had Starfield ads, you know, Game Pass ads. It made a little bit more sense to as well. But they also had a chance to also push out the Kojima game. Now, as you guys probably went and saw, and I could be wrong, but I do believe the Kojima game that was announced and talked about was an actual Xbox exclusive. So intriguing to go and see. So basically, they won a few awards. They had Hi-Fi Rush for sound design, Forza for racing, sports, and accessibility, and they also had a really big Xbox-centric announcement. Now, they did mess up a little bit, because there was supposed to be a big Baldur's Gate 3 announcement for Xbox. Like, they were meant to actually announce that on stage or discuss it in partnership or deal with Xbox, because it is coming out soon. So either way, congrats to Baldur's Gate for winning Game of the Year. But they really also said they had a good look at Hellblade, out next year, and the second best music performance of the show, which is really nice to go and see. And as well, on top of that, too, as well, they also had Kojima's OD as well, which I thought was sick. And then, of course, Kojima's OD is a project he's making in collaboration with Microsoft. That part was glossed over a bit, but even though we didn't see much from it, it was mostly a Kojima, Keighley, and Peely love fest, which is kind of funny to go and see. And it's a big deal that Microsoft is making it with him, and this between Hellblade, that's what, like 20 minutes at least just for these projects. So it kind of seems like Xbox was taking away the show. So we also had Blade 2 as well, which I wanted to highlight that first, so you guys can kind of see that Xbox did actually have a pretty good lineup for games. Now, they could have done different types of showcases and games or whatever it might be, but at the end of the day, I thought it was kind of nice. Like, they kind of put towards a lot of stuff. I think this was like a big round up and thumbs up, at least in my opinion. And as well, they also had this Marvel game, as I mentioned too, as well, a third-person endeavor that debuted with an eye-catching trailer, and I want to play that game. Like, will you guys want to play that game? Let me know. So Baldur's Gate 3 is also going to be launching on Xbox after the Game of the Year awards as well, so there's a lot of wins. Like, I thought Xbox did a lot of stuff. Now, PlayStation was still involved and did have some trailers, and that was very nice to go and see at the end of the day, but at the same time, that wasn't that bad. Now, it kind of seems like basically the big story is that, funny enough, I may talk about this in the next video, is that Spider-Man, despite being nominated for 7 awards, did not win a single reward. And now I thought this was a really good gaming year. I do agree with Paul, saying that, like, I thought it was a good idea. Like, I think I like the idea of that other games did a little bit better. Like, Spider-Man did good. It was all around good. It was a very, very good game. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I vibed it. I loved it. And I want to play it. But I love all of the clips I got a chance to see, all the YouTube stuff I had a chance to see. But at the same time, compare that to like Alan Wake, which had some really cool, dope stuff. Think about games like, say, Baldur's Gate, which had some really cool, dope stuff. Like, all of this I enjoyed, I liked. And it is kind of hard to go beat out games like that. But at the same exact time, PlayStation did kind of get a little bit of an L on this overall event. Now, I'm sure PlayStation's doing fine. They're winning console wars. They're getting more sales, whatever. But at the same exact time, there was a lot of other various stuff tied on in. Now, they did also have the Last of Us Best Adaptation, which is also nice because we have been seeing more gaming companies pushing towards movies, shows, whatever, anime, etc. So I think it was good at the end of the day. But yeah, I think they're kind of slacking on this one. But at the same exact time, Xbox did put a lot of time, money, and effort and had some pretty good trailers to the end of the day where it seems kind of cool, especially with Kojima and them working together. I'm very excited to see where that ends up. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below too as well, in case you guys would like to follow. And of course, we have the giveaway going on too. We'll probably live up on Twitch in a little bit, so you guys want to put the notifications down there, feel free to. And let's dive on into another video, maybe a little bit. So love you guys.